60 Minutes correspondent Scott Pelley has been fired from the network. According to a memo, Pelley was let go after he confronted his show's new executive producer by the name of Bilton about the network's decision to fire the show's previous executive producer, as well as criticize his qualifications. Now, Bilton was hired by Bari Weiss. She's the network's editor-in-chief. And at a meeting on Monday, Pelley accused Weiss of, quote, murdering 60 Minutes. Murdering 60 Minutes, he accused her of. Weiss has faced internal criticism over other high-profile departures and concerns from staffers on the network's editorial direction. Our senior national correspondent, Ingle, is following the story for us and joins us now live. Laura, what more do you know?
Hi, Anna. You know, this whole situation escalated quickly. Let's just start there. And this was addressed in today's editorial meeting, according to those who were there, being reported at the 9 a.m. CBS editorial call. The New York Times reported on Monday that during an all-staff meeting to introduce Nick Bilton, Pelley didn't mince words in that meeting. On top of accusing the editor-in-chief, Bari Weiss, of murdering the program, as you mentioned, he said that she was brought in to kill it, and she has been doing exactly that. Those are his words. And Pelley also said that Weiss had no qualifications, arguing that Bilton's weren't much better. He questioned why Bilton would even accept a job he would never be welcomed in. By Tuesday night, Pelley was fired. In a memo to staff, Bilton said he made repeated attempts to engage with Pelley, but that this was not the path that Scott chose. And that's a quote. And in a letter to Pelley himself, Bilton accused the veteran journalist of an ambush, saying, "You hijacked my first meeting with staff to disparage me, my qualifications, and my intentions with remarkable incivility and contempt. Your basic hostility to the future of the show has come through loud and clear." So Pelley is the fourth on-air correspondent, we should mention, to leave the show in just the last month. And usually, Anna, you know, all of this isn't usually so public so quickly, but here we are.
Yeah, look, you and I both know we've been doing this a long time. Newsrooms can definitely be a tough environment like that, but it would be hard to see the way the two of them would have been able to continue working together after all of that had happened so publicly in front of everyone. Laura, what is Pelley saying about his firing?
Yeah, and to your point, Anna, sometimes you would think that there might be some time to smooth things over. That's not the case here. Pelley issued a lengthy statement on Instagram this morning, and he didn't pull any punches. Though he didn't address Weiss or Bilton by name, Pelley made clear that he believes they're damaging the legacy of 60 Minutes, saying, "For my part, new management has instructed me to inject falsehoods and bias into a politically sensitive story. I've been told to include assertions that are unverified. Incompetence and unprofessionalism in the new management have wreaked havoc." Now, the storied news program has faced scrutiny since Bari Weiss, a critic of legacy media, was appointed editor-in-chief. Last year, a story about conditions in a prison in El Salvador was pulled by Weiss shortly before it was set to air. She said at the time that it needed additional reporting. The journalist behind that story, Sharon Alfonsi, was one of the reporters that was let go by the show last month as we follow that bouncing ball. And Pelley referenced those fired journalists in his statement, too, claiming that good people were silenced because they stood up for our audience. So we continue to watch this. There's been report after report all morning long on this. There's more to go.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like Pelley's backing down either. Laura, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.